By the way, if you see Louie jump in here, I'm just going to see what happens. So we're going to do some easy chair stretches and workout. Hopefully no longer than 10 to 15 minutes. If you don't catch it live this morning, you can catch it later on. And I want to hear from you if this is beneficial or not. We'll try this experiment for a couple of weeks and see if it's helped anybody. And if not, you tell me, Lucina, get off of Facebook. We've got enough people to see every day. All right, so let's start out with a 1-minute warm-up. So I'm going to use my timer here, and we're going to do just about every exercise for 1 minute. Now you can put on some music, some salsa, merengue, bachata, whatever you want to. Just kind of get the blood going and moving. You can be really slow and gentle if you haven't gotten up from your couch in a long time. Or you can make it a running or jogging in place kind of situation. I'm just doing a combination of things just to give you options. And I'm going to be doing that for the whole video, giving you a variety of options and movements that you can do so that you can manage it to your level of comfort. Now remember though, any exercise that you do, any physical activity that you begin to do, make sure you have your doctor's permission to go ahead and do so that you don't injure yourself any more than necessary, okay? These are just suggestions that you can use. If you have some parents that are sitting at home, they haven't really gotten a chance to get out and walk because it's a little high risk for them, this is a great opportunity for them to work out. Okay, so now we're cooling down our 60-second walk, and we're going to do an open arm stretch, just like this. Spreading out, this is like a chest stretch, and keeping it parallel to the ground. We're going to do this for 1 minute. And everything seems really easy when it's just a few seconds. But after you've been doing it for about a minute, then you start to feel, where it's working. So we're basically just stretching the chest open and out, right? Keeping the lower body moving. We're just kind of warming up, getting the body going, getting fluid moving through the joints so that you can move more effectively. Because ultimately, it's about better quality of life. Really, it is. You can get as skinny as you want to, but if you're as weak as a feather, it doesn't matter. Or you can be as huge as an ox, but if you can't walk to the front door, it doesn't matter, right? It's about the quality of life. Now, you should be feeling this in the shoulders, making sure that you're breathing nice and evenly, in and out. Oh, there's our minute. Bring it down, slow it down a little bit. All right, now we're going to go into some stretches. This is what I call a curtsy lean stretch, okay? Turn this on for 1 minute, and you're going to curtsy. Remember how we used to do that back in the old days, ladies? You curtsy, but you're going to take the opposite arm from the leg that's bending, lean over to the side. Now you have your quad, your leg holding you up, you're balancing, and you're stretching laterally. So you're stretching all of these muscles on the side of your body and holding that arm up. Seems easy, nice and simple, but you're coordinating and balancing, creating a balance move, a strength move, and coordination move. Gently bring it back down, switch to the other side. Take that right leg, take it, cross it behind you on your toes, lean into it, opposite leg, and lean up and over. Now I can't really stretch this arm too far over. I've got a torn rotator cuff, so I really got to be careful with what I do. You should be feeling a nice full stretch along that side that's open right there. Ooh, bring it down. There's our minute. Now, we're going to go into our heel calf stretch, okay? So you're going to take the right leg, push it behind you, bring the heel to the ground, make sure that it's touching the ground, lean your front leg forward and push back into it. Now you can lean back a little bit in the upper body, but don't overdo it like this because that's going to create too much flexion on the spine and cause injury. So you're basically just trying to stretch the calf muscles. As you lean forward more with the front thigh, you're gonna get a little bit more stretch of that calf muscle. 30 seconds on that side. Switch to the other side. I'll show you this way. You push that leg back and make sure the heel is touching the ground. Heel extensibility is important in walking and your gait and your ability to do squats. Later on, I'll show you some tips on how to help your squats not to be so painful. I've learned a few tricks while I've been sitting here at home. Okay, great. Now let's begin our first exercise. I'm going to pull this chair a little closer to the center. And the first exercise is going to be for your quads. Simple, easy chair. You don't have to do anything really crazy. There's going to be a leg extension. So with the leg extension, there's a little bit of variation. You can just extend out like this and just hold it up, squeeze and flex the muscles at the top of the leg and bring it in. And that's really effective if you don't have a lot of strength in your hip or into the quad. But what I'm going to try to do, is, if you want to make it a little bit more difficult, come closer to the front of the chair, lift the knee up, which creates lifting your leg up off of the ground, and you're going to extend out. Now you feel that quadricep flexing. There's where you're getting your work. And we're going to do 20 seconds of that non-stop, slow and gentle. Now, what I like to tell people is time under tension is really what gets those muscles to work. And when you elevate the leg like this, you're engaging your core. So you should feel your abdominals working nice and hard while you're doing this movement. 30 seconds on this side. Woo, I feel it in the hip and in the quads. Drop it back down, lift that leg up off the chair, engaging your abdominal muscles, and extend. Again, we're going to do this for another 30 seconds on this side. This is a quick and easy workout. When you're consistent with it, you'll start to see some results from this. Nice and gentle. You know, Crunch Fitness is doing some awesome workouts, high intensity stuff on their channel, and that is fantastic. Especially for those of you who miss Missy and the gang doing all their heavy, intense workouts. But this is for us slower paced folks, right? Older, gentler, more joint issues and problems. Whew. I'm gonna do about 3 more. 3, out. I'm feeling it, 2, woo, and 1. Bring it down. Oh my goodness, I can feel it. Now for our next move, we're gonna do calf raises. This one's nice and easy. Lift up your feet lift your toes up off the ground and drop your heels back down. Lift up and drop. Nice and easy, simple. Gonna do these for a minute also. If you have some dumbbells in your home, you can squeeze the arms at the same time, get a double exercise in there. Nice and gentle. Listen, if you are just now joining us, I'm doing an easy chair workout for the rest of us in the population who have joint issues, mobility issues, maybe a little bit gentler, been sitting on the couch for a long time, just want to get up and move those muscles, get them going a little bit. This is right up our alley. We had some replacements and issues where you can't put a lot of weight on your body. Using a chair is a nice, easy way to still get an exercise program without injuring yourself. So tell your parents, tell your friends, tell your family, I'll be doing these again on Wednesday morning. And it's not a very long workout. Okay, good. We've done that for about a minute. Now we're going to move into our next exercise, tricep dips. Now there's variation on these, okay? Because hopefully you have a chair that has good, strong arm support and you can lift yourself up out of the chair. This is a really practical move that so many of us need as we get older. We don't have that ability to sit up off of a chair. I see my grandmother all the time struggling to get up off the chair. She has to go through all kinds of things. And she just shows me how we need to maintain our strength throughout life just for practical matters. Sure, I got that timer on. Okay, good. So we're doing these for 30 seconds. And I'm just sitting right back down into the chair, taking that off of my tricep. If you want to, you can do it without sitting on the chair at all and extending your legs out further, and that puts even more tension on the triceps. Be careful not to overwork the shoulders. That was 1 minute right there. Nice and easy. Next one, we're gonna squat into the chair, okay? The chair is not going anywhere. I've got it on a solid base of support. It's not gonna move. And if yours is gonna move, grab a family member to stand back and hold your chair for you, all right? You wanna stand with your your feet about hip width apart. You want to be able to just touch the chair with your bottom, all right? You're not gonna sit into it. We're gonna begin with 1 minute and starting now. Touch and come right back up. Touch, come right back up. Sometimes I call this the toilet seat move, where you just sit back into it, touch, and come right back up. You're not staying there for any time. You're using the muscles of all of your legs. You're keeping your abdominals nice and tight throughout the movement, okay? Because this is a total body workout. Even though our primary movers are the hip joints and the knee joints, you are getting your whole body involved. See how you're breathing a little bit heavier? And squeezing. One of my friends gave me a good idea about doing these live exercises. Greg, he does it in the evening for his friends. And it's really great opportunity to connect with your folks and to give them a gentle workout, or whatever kind of workout that you feel is good for your audience. I've got a few more. 1 more second. Woo! And done. Stop. Woo! Feeling good. All right, we're gonna move on over to the other side. I'm gonna push my chair over just a little bit right here. And we're gonna work the glutes with a very gentle exercise called the glute squeeze. You would be so amazed at how much your buttocks is involved in your ability to walk right, run right, stand up, do so many things, but we do so much sitting on it that it becomes really, really weak. So this is a gentle move. We're gonna do it for 30 seconds on each side. Stand up, just press back and squeeze your glute. Think about trying to bounce a quarter off your butt. Boom, boom, boom. And really, this will strengthen your glutes. Whether you have a flat butt or a big butt, there's a lot of fat around that area, right? But you want to focus on the muscle underneath that area. That's 30 seconds on this side, and we're gonna switch. Woo, squeeze. Remember also when you're standing up, every time you're standing up, always think about having great posture. Hold the abdominals in, but still be able to breathe, all right? Squeeze. And if you want to make it fun, think about boom, boom, boom. Squeeze those glutes. Ah! You get a chance to work the erector spinae too, the muscles of your lower spinal area. All right, stop. Okay, so right there, after we do those glute squeeze, we're going to do some hip flexion. The outside adductors, right, as we call them. Standing, holding onto the chair, make sure you're not falling. Basically just gonna lift the leg up. Let's start that timer because we want to put the time in for 1 minute on each side. Ooh, we're almost done, guys. Almost done. Just keep it moving. If you have to take a break in between, just stop right here, but just keep on pushing. Ooh. You'll start to feel this leg, the stabilizing leg, is holding your body up, keeping it stable and secure. Your abdominals need to be nice and tight. And this leg that's moving, woo, feeling those abductors, adductors. Ah, I can feel them. Oh, the pain. And switch. All right, so I'm going to switch to this side so I can hold on to the chair. Or I can just come over here. Oh, there we go. Oh, squeezy. Oh my goodness. The other leg that was moving while you're standing on it now is exhausted. At least for me, it's exhausted. because it was doing so much work. And so it's still a little tricky, still a little tired. While it's holding you up, that is work. And this is a balanced move if you're not holding on to anything. Sounds simple, but it's so crucial in your everyday walk, gait, movement, running, and time. Shake it out. Whew. We only got about 2 more exercises, guys, and then we are done for the day. This one is going to be called a rear lunge. There's several ways you can vary this exercise depending on your level of flexibility and strength. So for this exercise, we're going to make sure you have a good base of support with your chair. Step back the first leg. We're going to step back our left leg. Now these are variations. You can just step back for the minute, step back. All right, that's a simple lunge. Or you can make it step it way back and bend down on the front leg. Make sure this knee doesn't go too far, go over your toes as you come down. Or if you have more flexibility and range of motion in your knees, you can actually lunge down. Now my range of motion in my hip and my knees is a little bit limited, so I'm going to do a lower intense version of this. We'll start our timer. Hopefully it don't fall. And good. Remember, always keep your abs tight, okay? You can train yourself to have a slimmer waistline just by learning to engage that internal abdominal core. And switch. I'm going to face you this time. Take it back. Remember, you can just step back. Step back. It's just a start. Everything has to start somewhere, right? You can't just go from 0 to hero. If this is too light, step it way back. Step it way back. Push down on the toes as you step back. Now, if you want to really lunge, go ahead and bend the knee. Ideally, you want to keep a 90-degree angle at all of the joints. Ankle, knee, hips, knee. All right? This knee down here, I've had it replaced, so my range of motion is a little bit off. Not so good. But I can do what I can do. And that's all you need to do. And stop. I'm going to go into our last exercise, which is a modified plank. Plank is a great exercise for the core. Here we're going to modify it by just using the arm of the chair. The further back you go, the more work you put on your abs. The closer you are to the chair, the less. I'm going to find somewhere in the middle and just hold. Keep the abs engaged, but not totally sucked in, and hold yourself in that position. This is your modified plank. Later on, we'll do some push-ups, things like that. But this is basically a starting workout for if you're deconditioned, you have joint problems, you have balance issues and concerns, and you just want to finally get up and get off the couch and get started. All right? And done. Now we will just, and that is the end of our workout. Take a couple of deep breaths with me. Inhale. You know, Gregory's on there saying something, but I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read it. Take it down. Oops, lost my mind. And ta-da! We're done. 15 to 20-minute workout. One rotation of everything. Nice and easy. Join me again on Wednesday morning at 08:30, where you can watch the replay. I hope this has helped you. It's Delcina with Keeping It Fit for Life. Bye-bye. How do I end this?